don't know what's happening to the world. I'm sat out here enjoying this lovely, gorgeous sunshine. Just minding my own business. I see every single day this world is getting worse. Even the authorities don't care about things anymore. I've walked up Brighton Street from England White Town Centre, and I couldn't count how many Asian cars there were parked nose to tail, mostly on the pavement, on both sides of the road. So cars coming down Brighton Street, actually flying down, they must be doing 50, 60 mile an hour down here, some of them, and that's not an exaggeration. There's going to be an accident, there's going to be somebody killed down here. As long as it's not me or anybody I know and care about, well, I can't care, can I? I can't care for people I don't know. But I despair for the world, I despair for our country, I despair for the people who live in it, the decent, law-abiding people that live in this country. When even the police are corrupt and don't do the job. An example, 2-3 weeks ago I was out here and there was a police van and a police officer in it, so I decided to go and just to report the speeding down here and say, look, what is the speed limit down here, which I already knew were 30 mile an hour. And the reply I got back from this police officer was absolutely appalling. What do you want me to do? Stand here all day with a speed camera? He said if it's got lights, road lights, it's 30 mile an hour. Well, I knew that anyway. And I told him, I said, you know, this is getting bad and somebody's going to die one day. He said, not my problem. He said, phone council, get them to put some speed bumps down. Well, that is an attitude I hate to see. And I said, it's a lot of Asians coming down here, which it is a lot of Asians. Oh, you can't say that, you can't say that. Anyway, I walked away. I said, I've had enough. I said, you know, so I got in my car, and as I was coming past, this other police woman turned up in the police van. And as I was going past, I said, it's disgusting this. I said, people can't trust the police anymore. I said, I'm going to report him for his behaviour. As soon as I said that, I was hardly past these police people. Blue lights came on. Siren. What's going on here? Anyway, I stopped. I was only doing about 5 miles an hour, if that. So I stopped. And as I don't trust police as far as I can throw them, and I haven't done for many, many years now, I always record my interactions with police on my phone. So I had my phone out, recording this police woman. She said, I'm stopping you for no seatbelt, which I did have a seatbelt on. I had my lap belt on, and in my car, a lap belt is suffice. And I normally put my harness on, but I was about to put my harness on when she stopped me, but the lap belt would have sufficed. And I pointed out this. Well, right, she said. I couldn't see it all the time. And anyway, she says, I'm reporting you for holding your phone while you're driving. I said, what? I said, I'm holding the phone, recording you, and I'm not driving. Oh, your engine's running, the law's changed. I'm going to do you because your engine's running. I couldn't believe it. You know, if you couldn't make it up, you just couldn't make it up. So from me being an honest citizen reporting speeding and danger to pedestrians, they twisted it round and she had to get a conviction. She couldn't go away without getting convicting me of something. This is the state of the police now. It's all brownie points. It's not protecting the public anymore. It's how can we earn points and how can we, just look like we're doing our job when. And I said to her, I said, why don't you go catch some criminals? No, you're being disrespectful to me now, she says. I said, I'm not. I said, I'm telling you how it is. I said, I think you should go get some criminals and leave law-abiding people alone. I said, it's all for revenue of this. I said, all you're out here for is collecting taxes, which is true in most cases. So, irrelative of what I said or did, she reported me, and a few days later I got this summons. If you don't pay this fine in so many days, you know it's going to double or treble, or you've got to court, blah blah blah. Anyway, I've reported her to Dewsbury Police Station for conduct unbecoming to a police officer. It's taken a while, but I've had a reply of sorts from a sergeant saying they're looking into it, and they gather that I had a video. Well, I've got part of a video, yes, not a full video, but it's one thing after another. It's, if they can't get you one way, they'll get you another way. That's basically how it is. So the respect and the trust has gone to zero now. I'm refusing to acknowledge any fine. I'm refusing to even pay the fine. I've told the police when I went to report this woman, I said, look, it says I've got 38 or 28 days or something in which to pay, otherwise I'll take it further. I said, and I'm not going to pay. I'm completely refusing to acknowledge it. And I said, I want some sort of a response to this report, which, and I don't think I'm going to get one, but I'm still not going to pay. Even if I have to go to prison, I'll go to prison. I won't pay. I won't pay because it's totally unjust, and it's highway robbery. And these sort of police, well, they're just they're not police in my opinion. They are paramilitary, and and it's it's bad news. Bad news it is, yeah. So just me griping a bit here. I think I've got a right to gripe. I've got to 68 and I've seen so much disrespect, so much behaviour that I'm not accustomed with, or that I like to see, especially from 15-year-olds. I was sat here only 5-10 minutes ago, and this young kid, a baby, came on here, just walked through the gate and right up to me, and he said, "Have you seen the guy with the balaclava on?" What? Excuse me? Have you seen the guy with the balaclava on? I said, "No, I haven't." I said, "Why? What are you looking for him for?" "Well, it's something about he's put a knife to my sister's throat and I'm going to go kill him." I said, "Look," I said, "how old are you?" He said, "I'm 15. I said, "Don't waste your life." I said, "You've got a lot of life to live." I said, "Don't waste it on violence." He said, "Well, everybody's got violence now." Yeah, that's true. Everybody's violent now. Everybody. Which is unfortunate. People think violence is resolved by violence, and it just goes round and round and round. So again, I despair for the young generation, the old generation, really don't have a say in all this. So I told this kid to get on his way. I said, look, I'm on a phone call and I'm busy, so pop it. Yeah. Nobody cares. Council don't care. I have a jungle at my front garden. I have a jungle. It must be 8 foot tall, trees, weeds, all encroaching my pathway, and when it's wet, you get soaking wet by brushing against them. Housing officer that comes out, she said it's my back door, and I had to put her in a place and say, no, this is not a back door, that is my front door. It's my front door. It's got a letterbox. And I brought her around and showed her. I said, look, those there, would you call that a back door or a front door? She said, I call it a front door. I said, right, so why are you calling mine a back door? Because it is a back door. I said, no, it's not a back door. I said, how long have you been a council officer? Many, many years, apparently. And she still hasn't learned the difference between a front door and a back door. I mean, is it me that's just a grumpy old man, or, you know, am I seeing things in a different light? I guess I am, but I think it's my non-compliance, non-acceptance of this now that is it's really bugging me. And don't get me wrong, there's some lovely people, some nice people. My next door neighbour's a nice person. There's a person over there nice, but yet only a few doors down they're full of druggies. And they drive down here and they park the car and they do the drug dealing on the street, about 300 yards away from a police station. You know, that's how brazen they have got, and that's how police turn a blind eye to it all. But yet, to somebody who's done nothing wrong, you get fined. This is my point. You know, why can't they do, you know, the right thing and get the druggies off the street? And this, because getting the druggies off the street isn't getting them revenue. Driving offences get them revenue, and they know it. So, yeah, it just goes on and on and on, and I think I've just got to let off some steam and let it out and let people know what I see, and just hope there's people out there that are in the same mindset as me and see the same things happening, and really despair when it happens and wonder what they can do, and they can see how the world's changed and, you know, how bad it's become. And it's no good wishing you was in another part of the country, because every part of this country is the same, overrun with asylum seekers, and you can't say anything about asylum seekers, because if you do, it's all PC, you know. Oh, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say other. What you're well coming to, you know, when you can't speak what you feel. And it is true, the asylum seekers are tearing this country apart, and we're just letting them do it. But yet We're giving our own people. We're giving them. We're not respecting our own people. You know, British born and bred people. We should be respected and looked after. So anyway, that's me for now, giving a bit of, yeah. Bullies is another one anyway. I was bullied for 6 years, and I took every single bit of it. Not physical bullying, but verbal bullying, name calling, all the rest, everything under the sun. Took it for 6 years. Took it off tenants living very close to me, and I ended up getting it from landlords as well. And so eventually I snapped, and I jumped on this bully, and I did him some damage, shall we say. But I'm not a violent person. I've no history of violence ever. I've got a clean slate, no violence, you know. But I'll tell you one thing, it felt bloody good. It was like 60 years of built up anger just coming out all on one person. You know, and then maybe a few weeks later I started to regret it, because of the potential trouble I could have got myself into. I've not been charged. I'm on bail. I'm still waiting for the CPS to make their mind up what they're going to do with me, and which gulag they're going to send me to. Or even worse, who knows? Good job the death penalty is not still available in this country. But yeah, I sit and wait, and I've had my bail extended from having to report back tomorrow, Saturday, to now the 12th of December of this year. So extended bail, extended stress, extended worry. All for, defending myself from bullies and under extreme pressure. So, we sit and wait. Okay, definitely going off now, definitely. Bye for now.